up this morning. I'm getting ready to start my dinner for today. I'm going to make some chicken. I'm going to share that with you because I'm going to eat that. We're going to have that for dinner. And let's go ahead and get started. So I've got to make sure that you can see me. I'm getting ready to make some chicken today for dinner. And this is how I make my chicken if I was going to bake it in the oven. This is some chicken thighs. I'm going to share that with you because you see, I will eat the chicken. I don't do a lot of cooking now and recipes as far as on my channel because I have to eat that food that I make. And I don't like to waste food. So let's go ahead and get started with this dish. This is going to be a keto-friendly dish. Making my chicken in the oven. Let me see if I can get my camera where you all can see everything that I am doing here. Okay, bring this down some. Oh, it's about right there. Okay. My cord is going to be in the way a little bit, but that's okay. This is the board I'm going to be using. I'm going to get everything down that I'm going to be using for my seasoning. Some garlic, some garlic herb, a little bit of powder, a little bit of salt. See if I can find my paprika. I did not find it the other day, and I just about had to forget. And my paprika. Those are the main ingredients that I'm going to be using. I'm going to take everything and mix it here in a bowl, you guys. Let's make sure I get up here so that you can see really good. But I'm going to be adding pepper. And there's my pepper in there. About a teaspoonful. A little bit of garlic herb. Got that there. See my garlic herb. I'll show you these seasonings after I get them in here. Some garlic powder. My paprika. And some salt. And I'm using the Himalayan pink salt. Put a little bit in there. Okay, these are the main seasonings that I am using on my chicken. And as you can see, I have it all here in the bowl. I'm going to go ahead and combine these really, really good to make sure I have enough. Let's go ahead. I think I'm going to put some more paprika in here. And a little bit more of the garlic powder. I'm just going to add a little bit more of everything. I want to make sure it's seasoned really, really well. The only thing you may not see me add a lot more of is going to be the salt. Okay, so I'm going to take this, mix that really, really good. I'm just going to use a whisk here. Okay, so I got my seasonings mixed up here really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and take my chicken and put it on my board here. I have my chicken soaking in cold water. I left it soaking in cold water overnight in the refrigerator. So I'm going to dry this off. One. Two. I got company coming, so I already have something ready for us to kind of eat on. Got a small board. 6 pieces. 6 chicken thighs here. Okay. This is the pan that my chicken's gonna go on. After it's finished, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven to about 400. Let that be preheating. I'm gonna take a towel. Okay. I'm gonna get a tea towel and I'm gonna just make sure that my chicken is dry. So that way my seasonings will stick to it really, really well. And I'm going to pour some avocado oil on this for it to adhere to really, really good. So just making sure my chicken is dry. And I'm just using a towel. Okay. I'm going to just lay this on a plate. Make it just a little bit easier to work with. So I'm going to put my plate here. And I'm going to make sure that each piece of chicken is really dried out good. Like I said, I'm just drying it with a towel. And you can use paper towels for this, whatever you like. And I'm just doing each side to make sure it's, like I said, really not too moist. You don't want to have your chicken too moist. And you can use paper towels to do this. I have paper towels up here, but I'm just using a regular towel because it's easier for me. Okay. Now, those chicken pieces look really, really good. And I have a habit of just cleaning as I go, so okay. As you can see, the chicken is ready here. Let's make sure we got this in here good. Okay. So I have my 6 pieces of chicken here. I'm going to go ahead and pour some avocado oil on the chicken. And not a lot. And I'm just using my regular avocado oil. Pour a little bit over the chicken here. Okay. I'm just going to make sure that this olive oil is all over my chicken. But when I pour my seasoning on, it will adhere to it very, very good. So this is my chicken, and I'm making sure it's covered in the olive oil. Okay. Every piece is covered like I want it in the olive oil. I'm going to go ahead and add my seasonings to the chicken, you all. Okay, I'm going to take the seasonings and add it onto the chicken. And you want to make sure that you have enough seasoning on here. Okay, go ahead and work this in to the chicken. If you need to add more seasoning, go ahead. I'm going to add a little bit more. Let's see. More of the pepper. Some garlic powder. The paprika. And a little bit more of the salt. That. Put that onto my chicken there. Go ahead and make sure that everything is covered really, really good with the seasonings. Make sure I get it seasoned really good all the way through. And it actually looks like it can use more. I like to want it seasoned really good. garlic powder. And the garlic and herb. Okay. All right, I believe this is seasoned like I want it. Make sure you get your chicken seasoned really, really well, all up under the skin. You want to make sure you got all of that seasoning in there really, really good. And I'm just using one hand. Okay. Now, after the chicken is all seasoned properly like you want it, gotta wash my hands. And I like to use the chicken thighs, you all. They come out juicy. They taste so good. But you can use any part of the chicken that you want to cook. You can use the chicken breast if you want. You can use the chicken drumsticks. Whatever part of the chicken that you like. I like the white meat and the dark meat. For this particular dish, I'm using the chicken drumsticks. So now that I've already put the avocado oil and my seasonings, I am going to bring my pan here. Go ahead and put my chicken on the pan. Now, I don't have to grease my pan because I already have the chicken. Has plenty of, it has avocado oil on it. I've already, put that on the chicken. And plus, I've got the chicken skin on there, so we don't have to worry about that. Go ahead and place the chicken thighs on my cooking sheet here. Okay. Now this is a very, very good, tasty, and delicious dish that I'm making here. I will have this to eat on as part of a meal prep if I decide to make something else for dinner today. But I did have these chicken thighs that are part of my meal prep that I wanted to make. But usually when I make a meal prep, if people are here and they want something to eat of what I'm eating, I do share it. So I'm going to go ahead, take this chicken and pop it in the oven at 400 degrees. Let me turn you around over here. And I'm at the oven. Go ahead and pop this in. It's already preheated. And I'll be back when that's done. These are the chicken drumsticks cooking. They're in the oven. Okay, so the chicken is ready. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. It smells just divine in here. And I'm going to let it cool off, and then I'm going to take a bite of it and share that with you too. But here's the chicken. I've got it out of the oven. It's right here. Got it sitting on the stove, letting it cool. But look how delicious that looks. It's juicy, it's tender, and the skin on it is so crispy. Can you hear that? I can't wait to bite into it. But anyhow, that is my oven cooked keto friendly chicken thighs that I wanted to share with you all. Now I'll eat this recipe, and like I told, I laugh and say because I'm still eating on my cheesecake bites. I have about 2 left, so I'll let my sister taste one, and then I'll have one, and they'll be gone finally. Okay, so the chicken is done. I have just put it back in the refrigerator. Put it back in the oven because I wanted for it to get a little bit crispy on the top. But here is the chicken. Doesn't that look gorgeous? This is the chicken thigh. I'm going to go ahead and take a bite of this. And you see how juicy it is. Did you see that drip? That is so delicious. But make your chicken like this. Your whole family is going to love it. And you'll also love doing the keto diet. I'm going to also be making some vegetables with my meal today. This is the vegetables that I'll be using. I use these a lot. These are the Taylor Farms sauteed ginger, garlic, veggies, and sauce. And it has an assortment of veggies in here that are very, very good. This has carrots, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, bok choy, green cabbage, pea pods, kale with ginger, garlic, teriyaki sauce. Now, I probably won't be using teriyaki sauce. I'll be using that for my husband. This only takes about 10 minutes to cook, and I usually stir fry them. But these are the vegetables that I'll be having with my meal. I may decide to add some more, but these will be my main ones. These are the veggies. And I actually added like a tablespoon and a half at least of avocado oil to these. And I end up letting these cook at least about 10 minutes, stirring constantly. Breaking my fast with 2 chicken thighs and some stir-fry veggies.